All right, welcome back into DSI. We covered Maryland at the top of the show, so you know what time it is. It's time to talk Delaware, and we start with the undefeated team in girls soccer.
Exactly right. Cape, a perfect 7-0 entering tonight's game against Concord, but they would have a tough test ahead.
Yes, they would.
Should already know where this is going. Already leading 1-0. Cape back out on the offensive. The initial shot deflected in front. Brooke Hollingsworth there for the rebound header. Vikings up 2-0 early on, but in the 70th minute, the Raiders knocked the game at 2 off the corner. Cape cannot clear it. Looks like the goal is scored by a Vikings player. We are ended at regulation, knotted at 2.
All right, here we go. First OT, Cape awarded a corner. Kick is right where you want it, but the header misses just wide right. So the Vikings, they would have another precious scoring opportunity. Josephine Ingursky. A rip from distance, but the keeper gets a hand on it, so we're not at 2-2. Yeah, here we go. Double OT, Kelly Shelton made Cape pay. Strike off the direct kick. Concord, they hand Cape their first loss of the season. The final, 3-2.
And almost fitting for a team that's undefeated that their first loss comes by a narrow margin and in double overtime at that. But it's tough to lose a game where you were leading 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. And Cape's had all blowouts this season.
Right.
Especially, I mean, for an undefeated team. I kind of wonder if Concord and the way they came in kind of shell-shocked Cape Henlopen. You know, they got up 2-0, but Concord, unlike some of these Henlopen teams that Cape has played, they just did not back down. They did not stop coming.
Yeah, and the thing about this game as well, they gave up 3 goals. That was not only their first loss of the season, but the first time they gave up a goal all year as well. Yeah. They won against Smyrna 1-0, so that was their closest, I guess, margin of victory this year as well. But Cape, they're going to bounce back. They have the talent to bounce back. They let one slip past a little bit. We're going to see them up against, you know, the Padua, the Caravels later on down the line in the state tournament. So this is a humbling loss that you need. You were up 2-0. You can play with these teams. Use it moving forward.
Better to have it early on in the season than later.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
We've seen it time and time again. Now, we're going to send it back over to Jonah. I know we have more sports in the state of Delaware.
That's right. We'll move up to move down in the state. Some baseball on tap. Henlopen North versus South. Undefeated Milford visiting Sussex Tech. Bottom of the first inning, the Ravens strike first. Runner on third, Ethan Ward with the base hit to right. That brings in Connor Ellingsworth for the 1-0 lead. And then later on in the inning, runners on second and third. Jalen Sneed, 2 RBI single right back up the middle. That scores Ward and Joseph Marquez to go up 3-0. And still, bottom of the first, Tyler Heater, he knocks in Sneed, who comes around to score. So right out of the gate, Tech goes up 4-0 at the end of the first inning. And it would stay that way for the rest of the game, mostly because of the huge night from Matt Warrington. 11 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed, 0 runs, and a dominant showing on the mound as Tech cruises past Milford, ending the Bucks' undefeated start 4-0. And another undefeated matchup, both coming in undefeated. Dover Smyrna softball, a combined 12-0 on the year. A victory would get either team a possession of first place in the North. Smyrna, the defending state champs, and one of the favorites this year, and this lady is a good reason. Peyton Dixon had 7 strikeouts, but then Dixon getting it done at the plate, hooks a ball down the left field line. Eagles still rolling. Sarah Miller joins the party with a triple of her own into right field. Smyrna 8-0 the lead headed into the 5th. Dover had a scoring chance in the inning, but Miller patrolling the hot corner. She doubles off at first base, to end the threat. Smyrna looking to end things in the bottom half of the frame, and who else? Dixon with a ball deep to center to issue the knockout blow. 3 for 3 day with 5 RBIs as Smyrna rolls 10-0 to move to 7-0.
We really had to get our stuff together, and I could always trust my team on their back, and I knew today was going to be a good game. I just warmed up a lot of that stuff. I warmed up a lot of my changeup and a lot of my spins, and just had confidence in what I was throwing.
To the high school ranks in Delaware, we're sticking with another Dover-Smyrna matchup. Some lacrosse, undefeated Smyrna hosting 5-1 Dover. There's Cullen Porter. Crazy angle gives Smyrna the lead, and then later on, Ashton Pelton from around the cage. Eagles up 4-0. And then before the half, Demetrius Cave Martin gets Dover on the board. So 4-1 at halftime the score. Second half, Cave Martin, his second goal of the game cuts it to 4-3. And then to tie things up, Thomas Gill spinning, firing, so a quick 3-0 run from the Senators ties us up at 4. But from there, Matt Miller locking things down. 21 saves, a career high in net. And then Porter, why not, completes the hat trick and seals the win. Smyrna stays undefeated, 6-4 over their rival Dover.
This is probably the most important game of the season for me. A Dover, huge rivalry. We haven't beat them since I've been here freshman year, and so it was really important to get that win today.
Well, we knew it was a big rivalry game, so we were all really focused in the locker room, and I didn't want to let my team down, so I kind of just tried to play my hardest, and we got the dub.
All right, moving to the girls with 4-3 Sussex Tech taking on 3-4 Sussex Academy. Right out of the gate, Seahawks dominate in this one. Annabelle Guckes finds a cutting Miranda Perez-Rivera. She converts in front of the cage. Later, offense still clicking for Sussex Academy. Kelsey Smith off the stack finds Clara Elliott. She beats the keeper. Seahawks up by 11, headed into half. Second half, same story. Sussex Academy on the attack. Molly Martiner takes control and fires one home. And then Isabel Kwan, she gets on the scoring action. She tacks on another for the Seahawks. Sussex Academy moves back to 500 with a 16-6 win over Tech. Back over to the desk.
All right, Jonah, thank you. So in the week that was, we saw one undefeated team in Cape falling and others falling as well, but another team in Smyrna boys lacrosse keeping that perfect season alive with a dominant performance. A lot of action, really.
Look, there's a lot going on, and we did not even mention Cape Henlopen boys tonight handing Salesianum their first loss in state since 2013 tonight at Wesley in the Dave Reynolds Lacrosse Classic. So a lot going on in the state, whether it's lacrosse, whether it's softball, baseball. We have a lot of talent here in the Henlopen.
It's funny you mentioned the boys. I was going to mention the girls. We didn't mention them tonight either. The Cape
Champs.
girls lacrosse going for their 11th straight state title. But Smyrna, it's always interesting to me to see some of these players get interviewed after the games. Peyton Dixon from Smyrna, straight business.
Yeah.
She's had a fantastic game, 3 for 3, 5 RBIs. Pitched out there on the mound,
7
pitched a shutout, and was just like, we're getting ready for that next game. You are absolutely right. These players are focused. We have a lot of talent. We're going to be busy in the next few months.
Playoff.
Bet on that.
There you go. I mean, in terms of the post-game interviews, though, still Snow Hill's chain. Still the best thing I've seen.
The chain was awesome.
Put the chain on. There you go. All right, with that, when we return, we had the latest from Snow Hill, where a school shooting plot was actually foiled by police, and a local poultry giant making big moves, laying off more than 100 employees. We have the latest.
My name is Cullen Porter. I play lacrosse for Smyrna High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.